Good evening, Chao Racing fans, and welcome to Chao Racing for Friday, November 15th, 2015. We got 3 races for you. Each one will feature 2 professional and 2 international superstars. So let's send them down to the field for our first race of the day. Our first race will feature professionals Chris Nelson and the world-famous ever-popular ChaoEmperor, and from the international division, Papua New Guinea's Young Adas and Team Guatemala's Richo Khan. We're going to start this one off at the Sapphire course. Take a look at our lineup for our first race of the day, and here we go. On your marks, get set, and go! This one is underway. Young Adas is going to rest, and Chris Nelson is running wild down the aisles. Down he goes. He loves when he's doing that. He has the lead at this point, and in just a few seconds we will find out who will get the opening toss in our first race of the day. Chris Nelson is climbing up the wall, and the first superstar to get the speed boost is Team Papua New Guinea's Young Adas, who's currently in 4th place, trying to hold off numbers 2 and 7. And it looks like Chris Nelson is taking a mess, and he gets a speed boost. He's in 2nd place at the current moment. What's gonna happen? And Chris Nelson retakes the lead because Richo Khan must be picking up a wrong turn there. Number 7 takes the next speed boost, and number 1 is all alone in last place. Chris Nelson wins this one. He gets 1 point towards qualifying. That's followed by ChaoEmperor and Young Adas. Here is your winner, Chris Nelson. Alright, moving on to the next race. It will feature professionals Alan Miller of the Miller Traders and Frank Fornataro, and representing the International League, Team UK's William Ashton and Team Zambia's Zese Duafria. Now we're sailing down to the field, and this time around it will be held on the Emerald course. Take a look at the lineup for this race, and we're about to get this one underway. Thanks so much for attending today's races here on Chao Racing. Let's have a chaorace! And look at William Ashton go. Frank Fornataro is going to rest. Now let's watch Howard Miller of the Miller Traders. Howard's partner is his brother, Dave Miller. Eating the fruit, and it looks like number 7 is in the lead at this point. And Frank Fornataro gets the opening toss. He moves up a couple of places. And William Ashton is heading for the water. What's gonna happen? Zese Duafria is getting left behind at the pack. Zese with a couple of speed bursts to get back in this one. This is the first of them. And William Ashton has the lead at this point. Number 8 is catching up to him. And the next speed burst belongs to, in just a moment or two, Frank Fornataro. That's his 2nd one for today. And he taunts for a moment Alan Miller and Zese Duafria battling. Frank Fornataro gets back-to-back speed burst. That's his 3rd one for today. And William Ashton is getting tailgating here. What's gonna happen? Meanwhile, number 2 is getting left behind of the pack as Howard Miller with the next speed boost. Zese Duafria needs some serious catching up to do. And Zese Duafria passes Howard Miller. He pauses for a moment as number 7 will have the next command of the speed bus. Number 8 is in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. If he can hold up William Ashton, he's going to finish in first place. Frankfurt on Chao gets the next command on the speed bus. And number 2 is all in last place. And he passes S.A. Dwarfia for 7th. ChaoEmperor will have the next command on the speed bus. And William Ashton trying to survive for a second time in this match. William Ashton is the winner. Number 8 will finish second. And number 2 will have the next command on the speed bus. Wrapping up today's top 3 will be Frankfurt on Chao. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus in this race. And it's going to be made by Zese Dwarfia. He finishes in 7th. Here is your winner, Team UK's William Ashton. Alright, our final race for today will feature professionals Nick Gimmick and Tommy Days. And over on the International League, we have Team Japan's Yosuda Mika Kongo and Team Israel's Kwan Terubu. Tommy Days is in the league with 8 wins. Nick Gimmick is in second place with 7 wins on the board. So let's see if either one can increase the lead. Everyone is on the clock. Let's have a chaorace. Here comes Yosuda Mika Kongo from Team Japan. And Tommy Days pauses for a moment. Let's see what happens. Nick Gimmick and Kwan Terubu are battling for the lead. Number 7 is right on his tail. And number 1 gets the opening toss. He's battling with number 8 for dear life. Nick Gimmick is going to rest. And he gets a speed bus. He moves up a couple of places that time. And Yosuda Mika Kongo takes the lead. Number 1 with the next speed bus. And now he's in 3rd place over Nick Gimmick and Kwan Terubu. Numbers 2 and 8 are battling for dear life as Kwan Terubu with the next command on the speed bus. Kwan Terubu is currently in 4th place. And the next speed bus belongs to number 7. Who's trying to edge out number 8 for 6th place in the battle of the competition. Life as we know it sounds pretty good. And number 7 gets back-to-back speed bus. Number 2 is all alone behind the pack, ladies and gentlemen, as we head back to number 7. Number 7 is now battling number 1 for 5th place. And Yosuda Mika Kongo is going to rest. And the 4 Chao are closing in on each other. What's gonna happen? Next speed bus belongs to number 8. Now in 6th place. And number 2 is all alone in last place. Number 8 pauses for a moment. And it looks like Yosuda Mika Kongo is going to donate $5,000 towards charity. Nick Gimmick takes 2nd. And it looks like Tommy Days will take 3rd place. Here's your winner of tonight's main event, Team Japan's Yosuda Mika Kongo. And that concludes tonight's action. Recapping our top stories for November 15th, 2013. Chris Nelson earned 1 point for qualifying, and Yosuda and William earned $5,000 towards charity. Join us again on our next episode for more exciting races. keep on smiling, and bye for now.